Welcome back to the Detroit Tigers franchise on MLB the Show 20. I am your host, longtime listener. Drop a like, subscribe, comment below. We are going to go through some off-season moves and kind of take a look at what the Tigers have from a roster perspective this year. If you remember at the end of the last episode, Miguel Cabrera surprisingly decides to hang him up. He got the 3,000 hits for the career, ended up just one home run shy of the 500 plateau, hit 314 for his career, and goes into the Hall of Fame along with Albert Pujols. And in hindsight, was kind of upset that he didn't stick around so that we could get to that 500 mark, but realistically, he wasn't going to probably put up the same kind of numbers again this year as he regressed a fair amount. I think he was down to like a 72 or 73 overall at the end of the season. And it frees up a lot of cap space for us, but also gives Bert Kohler some time, a clear path to get a lot of time at the major league level. So looking at the starting pitching, William Blake was a high draft pick for us last year. He's a 71 overall B potential. There's Casey Mize and Tarek Skubal that should see some time this year for us. We picked up left-handed relief pitcher Scott Alexander. This was a definite need for us. Left-handed relievers were a weakness for us last year. And so he's been really good for the Dodgers, consistent for the last several years. So I think we got a steal there. Tony Watson, another pickup. 35-year-old guy, so he's at the twilight of his career, but this guy has been really good for a long time. Was very good for the Pirates a little while back, and then just kind of went under the radar with San Francisco for a few years. And there's Dominic Billingsley, another lefty that could see some time for us this year. Closing pitcher is going to be Jordan Hicks. There you see, though, also a couple of our draft picks from last year's draft in Carvajal, Choi, and Lincoln. So we've got some depth at that position coming up through the ranks for sure. We picked up Jason Castro, a left-handed hitting catcher. We gave him a one-year deal worth $4 million. He's not going to play against lefties for us, but he's a decent defensive catcher, and he hits he hits righties okay. So he's going to platoon with Jake Rogers, and I like what we've got with that combo. We did bring C.J. Cron back. We're going to give him another shot playing against left-handed pitching, but Bert Kohler is going to be our everyday starter at first base. He might DH, I guess, against lefties, but hoping that he has a solid year as our number one pick, 21 years old, and he's pretty much just, major league ready in every aspect except maybe his glove. So want to try and focus though on guys that we picked up though instead of who's coming back, so to speak. So no moves at second or third. We got Marwin Gonzalez at shortstop, a veteran that plays defense pretty well, can play a bunch of different positions. He's a switch hitter. He's not earth-shatteringly good at any one thing, but this is a solid player. He's been, an OPS sitting in the mid 700s for the last couple of years, and in a lot of action. So gave him a one-year deal worth $6 million. We'll see what we can get out of him. That means we might move Nico Goodrum to the second. We also got this guy, Anthony McDermott, 23-year-old, A potential. He's really raw at the plate, but we'll see if he develops. Big signing here is Michael Brantley. This guy has had some injury trouble, but he mashes against right-handed pitching. He's serviceable against lefties, plays respectable defense. So we're going to plug him right into the heart of our lineup and hope that he can give us another year like what he has been putting up the last few between Cleveland and Houston. If he can stay healthy, he's a guy that really helps this team because he's probably going to hit in the high 200s, maybe over 300, in the mid 20s in terms of home runs. Would have liked it to get a guy with more pop, but for a $10 million contract for 1 year, that's a steal. In center field, no moves there. We did bring Cameron Maben back, so that is noteworthy. Also forgot to mention Richard Kaiser, the rookie left fielder that might maybe sneak on to the 40-man roster later in the season if things go well, or I guess if things pan out. But in any case, added Les Delusky to the 40-man roster, so that's a change. We're probably going to give him some looks in spring training. And then one more signing was Travis Jankowski. He doesn't really do much other than hit for contact against righties and plays pretty solid defense. He is pretty fast, so that kind of helps us. He might be a guy that we maybe try at the leadoff spot against right-handed pitching and then platoon him with Lawrence Walker. But we're also going to give Kristen Stewart a fair look as he played well for us last year. But we're going to probably end up platooning some guys in reality at a lot of different positions. But stimulated through the spring. So going to give you a look at the numbers here. Grayson Griner only 6 at bats. He's going to be in AAA for sure to start the year. Nico Goodrum hit the ball really well for us in spring training. Look at that OPS, over 1,000, 6 home runs. Isaac Paredes only got him 12 at bats, but he's a guy that might get some looks later this year. Michael Brantley did well. Kristen Stewart did very well. CJ Cron actually hit the ball for us. Les Deluski, solid numbers, 24 at bats. I would have liked to have gotten him a few more, but that's a good sign from him. There's David Bodie did well. Cameron Maben did well. Walker did pretty well. Brandon Dixon. So a lot of solid offensive numbers up and down. Bert Kohler, 806 OPS. I'll take it. Honestly, he's a rookie. 280, 3 homers. That's definitely serviceable at the major league level. And you get down here towards the bottom. Jake Rogers struggled a little bit. Jankowski, got to get that average up, honestly. Marwin Gonzalez really struggled. Jason Castro struggled. Harold Castro, not terrible. That's pretty much what he does, just hit singles. And then Cameron and Candelario just didn't get a lot of reps. But no big deal there. Pitching. We'll take a look here. Tarek Skubal really struggled, so that's not good. I wanted him in the starting rotation, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. Billingsley also struggled. Balazovic struggled, which is a concern. Matt Manning, a guy that we'll get a prospect profile on later, he didn't do too well. Tim Meza was okay. Alex Wilson okay. Turnbull, as advertised. Joe Jimenez, that's a solid spring for him. Matthew Boyd was pretty good, but the ERA was kind of inflated. Xiaoqing Chang was really good, only 2 innings for Perez. Casey Mize was outstanding, so we'll probably get him in the starting rotation. There's Scott Alexander, Watson, the 2 lefties that we picked up as free agents. They both did well. Daniel Norris, really strong. Gerson Moreno did pretty well, but limited innings from him. And then Jordan Hicks and Arodys Vizcaino battling it out for that closing role, both threw very well. But we're going to give that spot to Hicks. Starting rotation actually ends up being Matthew Boyd, Balazovic, Norris, Chang, and Turnbull. You'll see Casey Mize not on this roster for opening day, mainly because Franklin Perez was out of minor league options, and he's a 66 overall, B potential, and he's only 23 years old, so I was afraid that he would get scooped up off of the waiver wire. So unfortunately, we're going to stick with Mize and Skubal in AAA to start the year, and then maybe if Chang or Turnbull struggle, we send them down, call up the other guys, and give them a look. So anyway, lineups. Jankowski's going to lead off playing right field, Maben in center, Brantley in left, Bert Kohler, the Canadian slugger, at first base, Bodie at third, Gonzalez at short, Jason Castro behind the dish, Harold Castro going to DH for now, and then Nico Goodrum playing second base. That leaves on the bench CJ Cron, Vizcaino, Jake Rogers, Sheldon Noisy, and Lawrence Walker. And then against lefties, we just dropped Harold Castro out of the lineup, or against the American League, National League teams. You know what I mean. Against lefties, it's going to be Goodrum at short, Walker in left, really shaking things up, honestly. Center field is Brantley, CJ Cron at first, Elvis Vizcaino at second, Bert Kohler going to DH, Marwin Gonzalez in right field, Noise at third, and Jake Rogers in catcher. So a lot of platooning, a lot of guys kind of shuffling around to different positions to try and put together the best offense we can every day. And then against National League teams, we're actually going to drop Kohler out of the lineup and give him some rest, but that won't happen very often. That's it, guys. We're going to jump right into opening day 2021. The Tigers have high hopes this year. I honestly think that this is a club that if we get the kind of pitching that we did last year from the guys that are back on this roster, and then factor in the fact that we've got Casey Mize and Tarek Skubal just waiting in the hopper to come up whenever they are needed, and all the free agents that we picked up in terms of the lefties that we brought in with Alexander and Tony Watson, I think this team is poised for a strong year. We got some more pop where we added Michael Brantley. We added Jankowski as this leadoff guy that hopefully kind of creates a spark at the top of the order. Bert Kohler, the rookie phenom, #1 draft pick overall. Hopefully we get the kind of year that we expect out of him, and this team makes a playoff push. So we'll see how things go. We're starting off against Jose Barrios. Remember last year, late in the season, we shelled him, so hopefully we can do that again. But the first batter is Jankowski. He hits it well on a 3-1 pitch. but that's going to be caught in right field for the first out. Tough way to start the year, but he did hit it hard, so that's a good sign. Then it's Cameron Maben. He hits a ground ball to short that pulls the run or the first baseman off the bag. You would have thought that he would have tried to tag him, but Beatty tries to win a foot race back to the base, and instead it goes down as an E6. Then it's Michael Brantley. Good start for him as he goes up the middle for a one-out single, and now it's first and second, one away. And here comes Canadian-born Bert Kohler. His first at bat in the major leagues sends one up the middle. That gets through into center field. Here comes the throw. One run is going to score. Just like that, it is 1-0 Tigers. The first hit and RBI in the career of Bert Kohler. Hopefully the first of many to come. Good moment for him as he gets that off his back right away. Just takes one up the middle, and now you put that one on the mantle and you can kind of settle in, hopefully, to a strong season. Next batter is David Bodie. He hits one into left. It gets through, and now it's bases loaded. Still just one out in the inning, and Barrios is in trouble. But next batter is Marwin Gonzalez. Hits a chopper in the hole to second. They go to second base for one, back to first and get him. Didn't think they'd be able to turn that, but he does, and that gets him out of a serious jam here in the first. The one run would go down unearned, but it's 1-0 Tigers. On the hill for the Tigers is Matthew Boyd. Pitched pretty well for them last year and well enough in spring training to earn the start on opening day. And this is a guy that they need to be a stud if they're going to make that playoff run we spoke about earlier. He starts off with a strikeout on Byron Buxton on just 3 pitches. Nice slider down and in there. Next batter is Polanco. He swings and misses a changeup for the second out. 2 strikeouts on 7 pitches for Matthew Boyd, so good start. Next batter is Luis Arias. He takes one into center field on a 1-1 slider, kind of left over the heart of the plate, and that's the first base runner for the Twins. Then it's Mitch Garver. Gets the ball down, hits it past the diving Bert Kohler into right field for a 2-out single. Now it's first and second. So the Twins have a chance to answer here, but next batter is Max Kepler. He chases a slider off the plate for the third out of the inning. Matthew Boyd strikes out the side, and we go to the second, still 1-0 Tigers. Starting things off in the second is Jason Castro. He hits one up the middle, but the shift works there as they get the first out, technically a 6-3. Then it's Nico Goodrum. He hits one deep to center field, but this one is going to be caught at the track, and that ends the inning as we now go to the bottom of the second, still 1-0. Eddie Rosario up first. He swings and misses a slider down, actually a changeup down and in. Nice pitch there. Tough to pick that one up when it's in on you. You think it's a fastball, but that one just dives down out of the zone. First out. Then the next batter, Josh Donaldson, hits one to short. Throw in the dirt, and Kohler couldn't handle it. And this actually goes down as an E3, which I don't necessarily understand. But Kohler now has his first hit, RBI, and error in the first game of his career. So lots going on there. Next batter, ground ball to second. They go 4-6-3 and a double play. It's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers, and that would end the inning. And we will go on to the third. First batter is Jankowski. He takes one back up the middle for a single, and the Tigers are in business again here as Barrios just continues to struggle against this Tigers lineup. Then it's Cameron Maben. Jankowski taking off on a 2-1 pitch. The pitch was a ball, but he is in safe to second with his first stolen base of the year. Look at the jump there. That was a good one. Now, next batter, after a pop-up from Maben, it's Michael Brantley going shopping in the gap. That is going to score Jankowski from second, an RBI double for Brantley, and it is now 2-0 Tigers. Then it's Bert Kohler. This is a 0-2 pitch. The thing breaks down and in on him. He kind of checks his swing, but it hits him in the back foot. So in his first major league game, he's also got a hit by pitch. Now a 1-2 pitch to Bodie is in the dirt. Runners will advance on the wild pitch, and now it's second and third, 1 out. Later in the at-bat, 2-2 pitch, kind of jams Bodie. It's popped up to second, and that would be caught for the second out. Next batter is Marwin Gonzalez. Chops one up the middle. Diving try. He knocks it down. May have saved a run as that was going to probably get Kohler in from second. But instead, it is going to be 3-0, 2 away, and Jason Castro is going to hit one deep to center, but this one is not going to get out of here. Buxton has that one for the final out, but the Tigers now out to a 3-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the third. First batter is Matt Beatty. He's swinging at a curveball, couldn't connect. That's the first out. as Matthew Boyd continues to pitch well here on opening day. Now 1 out in the top of the 4th. It is Nico Goodrum hits one deep to right, and this ball is gone. That one is the first of the year for the Tigers. First of the year for Nico Goodrum, obviously, as it is now 4-0 here as they continue to get to Jose Barrios. He just does not have the answer for this Tigers lineup, apparently. Next batter is Travis Jankowski. Fastball up. Did he go? No, he did not, and that's a 5-pitch walk, so the struggles continue. 85 pitches to this point already, so that's not good either. They put him in motion on a 2-1 pitch. Maven hits it back up the middle. They aren't able to put the tag on him, but they do go to first for the out. 2 away now in the inning, and it's Michael Brantley. He hits one through the legs of Barrios into center field. Jankowski going to come in to score. It is now 5-0. And the next batter is going to be Bert Kohler. He gets a 2-1 pitch down and away, gets good wood on it, but gets just under it. That's going to hang up. Byron Buxton will make the catch to end the inning here, but it is now a 5-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 4th. First batter, an 0-2 pitch to Luis Arias, is a fastball that gets away from Matthew Boyd. Dangerous pitch there. Man, that was headhunting for sure. Hopefully no intent. You wouldn't think he's coming up and in on him intentionally on an 0-2 pitch. So maybe just trying to kind of back him up, set him up pitch. But anyway, runner on, nobody out. He gets Mitch Garver swinging for a strikeout for the first out in the inning. Then it's Max Kepler hits a ground ball to short. Looks like the Tigers are going to get 2 here. 4-6-3, but the throw is not in time, so the inning will continue for Eddie Rosario. But he can't connect with that one. That's a curve in the dirt that he swings and misses. Throw goes down to first to end the threat here in the 4th. Matthew Boyd in control here at Target Field. Kyle Funkhauser, former member of the Tigers organization, is on in relief. He's 26 years old. He's, primarily fastball, curveball type combo. But we'll see what he can do for them here as the Tigers let him go in the offseason. He starts things off with a strikeout of David Bodie, first major league strikeout for Funkhauser, so you got to like that. Then the next batter is Marwin Gonzalez. He hits one to deep center field, but that is going to be caught on the run. Long way out there for that one as they were kind of playing him to pull a little bit. He hit it sort of into the alley, but that's the second out. Then it's Jason Castro, a 3-0 pitch with 2 outs. Funkhauser just kind of tries to lay a breaking ball in there, and Castro punishes that one. First homer of the year for him. That ball is way out of here. So Funkhauser going to learn real quick. There is no such thing as just thumbing one in there when you've got a major league hitter at the plate, especially with 2 outs in a situation where he's probably green lighted, and it's 6-0 Tigers. On to the 5th. Leadoff hitter is Josh Donaldson. Draws a walk on a full count pitch, fastball up out of the zone. First walk for Matthew Boyd. Now with 1 away, it's a ground ball to second, and this time the Tigers do get the 4-6-3 twin killing, and it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. On to the top of the 6th, and with 2 away, it's Cameron Maben. He hits a ball into the hole. Backhanded try at short, but he can't hang on. That goes down as an infield single, and the inning continues for Michael Brantley. 1-1 pitch. There goes Cameron Maben. It's a curve down. Maben didn't get the best jump, but it's a good pitch to run on as he is into second with a stolen base. And then Brantley just pops this one up on the infield. Donaldson in to glove that one, and that would end the threat in the 6th. But the Tigers still out in front 6-0 with Matthew Boyd in control. Twins are starting to run out of opportunities, and he continues to just deal out there as he gets Luis Arias. Not sure if that was swinging or called, but that's a strikeout to end the inning as he is now through 6 innings, just 2 hits allowed in this one. Leading things off in the top of the 7th is Bert Kohler. He goes up the middle on a hanging breaking ball there. Nice piece of hitting for his second hit of the ball game. And then it's David Bodie. 1-2 pitch is another hanging breaking ball. He hits it hard, but Donaldson able to glove it, goes over to second, and it's a 5-4-3 double play. On to the bottom of the 7th. Matthew Boyd, first batter. Max Kepler takes a pitch that looked good, but is called ball 4, a 5-pitch walk. Second walk for Boyd as he's now at 86 pitches. We now have 1 out in the inning, and there's Rosario. Ground ball to short, over to second, and it's a 6-4-3 double play as Boyd, now 7 innings that the Twins just cannot get to him in this one. Now in the top of the 8th, first batter is Jason Castro. 1-2 pitch is a hanging slider from Funkhauser, and Castro with another bomb to right center field. This one, no doubter, his second of the game. Funkhauser just can't get this guy out. Well, it kind of helps when you throw sliders down the middle, I suppose, but that ball is absolutely crushed. Look where this thing lands. I mean, this almost goes out of the stadium over the upper deck out there in right field. That is a shot. Boyd's still out there to start the 8th, but the first batter takes one into right field past the diving Kohler. He's at 94 pitches now through 7+ innings, and they are going to turn to the pen. But that is one heck of a day from Matthew Boyd. 7+ innings. He is responsible for the runner on first, but they're going to turn to the free agent Scott Alexander. See the numbers there in his season last year with the Dodgers. First batter he faces is Gregory Polanco. Swings through a sinker. That's probably ball 4, but that's a strikeout for Alexander. Then things would start to get worse. It's Matt Beatty, first pitch. He hits one deep to right. This one has a chance, and it does get out of here into that little overhang out there for a 2-run shot. First of the year for Beatty. The Twins finally on the board, as it is now 7-2 here in Minnesota, and that'll close the book on Matthew Boyd. He goes 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, and 1 earned run, throwing 94 pitches on the day. But he is in line for the win. 2 batters later, it's Jorge Polanco down the left field line, stays fair. He's going to make the turn, head for second. The throw is going to be offline, and it's a 2-out double. So the Twins not done yet. Then it would be Luis Arias. He gets a hanging slider, and this one is deep to right center field. It's got a chance. Back goes Jankowski, but he makes the catch just shy of the wall. And that would do it for the Twins. Vizcaino came on to pitch a scoreless 9th there, ending it with a 100-mile-an-hour heater for the strikeout. And the Tigers take this one 7-2 on opening day. And an impressive performance for Matthew Boyd. The bats were getting it done today from the onset, as Jason Castro gets player of the game with 2 solo shots on the day. The loss goes to Jose Barrios. 3 hits for Matthew Brantley in this one. Good start for the free agent. The Tigers collecting 12 hits, 1 walk, and only 3 strikeouts. So an excellent performance up and down the lineup. The only player without a hit in the starting lineup was Harold Castro, went 0 for 4 on the day. You had stolen bases for Jankowski and Maben. 1 inning of work for Alexander. He gave up the home run. And Vizcaino pitched a scoreless 9th. But guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for listening. I've been your host, longtime listener. Drop a like, subscribe, comment below, and we will see you all next time.